Hello, everyone. It's a Beautiful World podcast with Summer Austin. So now today I had a no show as a guest, and I will not say names, but as I do for any or all of my no shows, I usually have like notes made up. And so I will just carry on and go with that, make my own podcast and not feel down because I was sort of played in a way. First of all, is how is everyone doing out there? And today's podcast subject is like self care and furthering yourself. So, in case anyone believes in astrology and doesn't know, at around age 30, there's a Saturn return, I think they call it, where something chaotic or cataclysmic happens in your life. For me, it was I fell out a window and I broke my, my wrist and my feet swelled up. I had spinal cord injury and my elbow was dislocated. And that sort of, it just was like a thing where it broke me, but, um, so that had to happen. It was sort of like a breakdown so that you could enter the next stage of your life and, when something breaks open, it, like, expands the energy sort of, if you get me what I'm saying. So, if anyone is past the age of 28, 30, 32, and they have had something cataclysmic happening to them, they know what I mean, like a life-changing event, and or even, like, earlier in life, if anyone had, like, some major incident happen to them. Now, how do you and it affected them in a detrimental way. Now, how do you sort of turn that around and heal and get out of the depression or anxiety or any detrimental effects that happen to you from your events? And how do you turn that into something positive and, better yourself and get to the point of where you felt okay again? So, what I was gonna bring up with this lady is a couple things like Um, just sitting down, writing your goals. This is my own thoughts. Um, write down there's some journals that have spaces on a page of like what are the challenges for your goals, what are your projected solutions to the problems for your goals to come into fruition and like different notes, so just like you can work that out for yourself and see what steps you need to take to get where you want to be. And so just like basically across the board for those who believe in astrology, like at around age 30, like something will happen. And then at age 60, oh, I'm looking forward to that, right? So because it happens every 30 years. Saturn must have a 30-year orbit around the sun or something, like, that would make sense. So, anyway, so everyone has their own types of coping mechanisms or ways to relieve stress or deal with daily tasks or demands that they have from others. If you have dependents, more power to you because like, as we all are going through our own stuff, so and when you have people that depend on you have to like, that you have to take care of, that's takes a lot of, strength and determination and, you know, just a strong character, so mothers, single mothers, I'm saying people who have a job and a kid, I mean, hopefully, if you have a kid, you have a job, but Anyway, and like, what do you okay, you're not gonna answer me, so I can't ask you questions as an audience. But for the world today, I wish they would stop the war in Iran. I think that is needless pummeling and, torturing and, suffering that is just not necessary. But, um, other than that, so, um, yeah, so other suggestions is exercise, yoga, and, just be staking out your body, all the cranks in it, and movement, not just sit around and eat. Like, get moving, do exercise, ride a bike, go to exercise class. Just moving around will help you feel more alive. So and just think of the silver lining in any situation. Think of the positive, stay positive. And you know, um I guess I could say this person that was supposed to be on my show today was a coach, like a life coach, I think. And so I was gonna ask her about her business, and I was gonna ask what I'll just turn it around into like what to do when you reach obstacles in your self-improvement journey, like demands from others. That's something I'm struggling with. And what do you do, when you want to go one way, but someone is saying holding you back, saying, no, you gotta do this, like for parents, I can see how they just sort of put up with it knowing they have a job and responsibility commitment that they started off with knowing that. And just sort of I hope they you just keep going. I hope that they all can find some peace and time for themselves to reboot and like, and also decluttering is another good thing to freshen up. Like if you feel a little stagnant in your life, maybe you need to declutter, you know? Because I know it lightens me up when I just go from room to room and take out a couple objects that are just no longer resonating with me. So that's a good thing to try. But thinking back, I have been through a lot of real hardships, and it was just getting through. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't talk, hardly could walk or eat or sleep, anything. So yeah, I think for me it's really been extreme. It hasn't been like just, oh yeah, people have bad days. I mean, was really bad. And everyone was wondering like what was wrong with me? How were we gonna get her to talk? Like why won't she talk? I would go periods of 9 months not talking. And I found my voice and it's just really liberating. I'm so grateful. Also for my home and family, I'm grateful. My friends, my neighborhood, I'm getting more accustomed to it. Enough about me. So, I hope you've enjoyed this makeup podcast for my supposedly happy to looking forward to being on my show guest, which that was a bunch of bull. I can say that. So, but it won't hold me down, and I'm be okay. So on to the next one. Hopefully, next one is not a no show because sort of gets on my nerves. And I hope you'll have a great day. I hope my self care suggestion, just follow your dreams, your interests. Hopefully, an avenue will open up. Like for me, KDP Amazon is a free publishing service, and you just basically get half of the royalties. So, and this Podmatch company I'm with pays like, well, they do have a subscription price, but they pay you a little amount too. So sort of adds up, come out on top, I guess. And just, doing art. It was fun to be in an art show, accepted, and just keep following whatever sports, whatever interests, whatever hobbies, whatever jobs you want to pursue. Just keep at it, and I'm sure something will open up for you. Take it from me. If you're really at a point of struggling, my heart goes to you, is with you, and because I've been there, I know how hard life really can be. So just keep going and put yourself first. That is the key. That's what worked for me. When someone is demanding of you your time and you'd really rather do something else, see, how basically safe it is just to do your own thing because that's what will get you forward. And a quote with a source unknown, I will iterate here, is the best gift is is your to someone else is your own personal development because that gives them space and time to do their own thing. So keep plugging forward for yourself, everybody. You got this. Love, Summer Austin, A Beautiful World podcast. Thank you. Goodbye.